Hello and welcome to the Fossil Arcade podcast. I'm Graeme and I'm here with
Alex
and Ben.
Hooray! Today we're going to go ahead and do a sound-alike music quiz. This is the whole reason the podcast exists, is that we wanted to do a music quiz. We did one before a few months ago and now we're going to do a follow-up quiz. So how this works is, in modern culture, you'll often hear a piece of music and you'll think, oh, that sounds familiar, that sounds similar to something else I've heard before. And certainly in video games, you'll often hear a piece of video game music and it might be deliberately similar to a popular song or maybe similar sort of by mistake. So the way this quiz works, as it is a sound-alike quiz, I'm going to pose Alex and Ben a series of musical questions. You're going to hear a piece of music from a game or from popular culture, and your job will be to guess what piece of music it is similar to. It's going to be split into two rounds. The first round, the non-video game music will come first, and there'll be 5 questions. And in the second round, it will be the opposite. The game will come first, and then you'll have to guess what the popular song is. Does that sound good to you?
Yep.
Obviously, as you're in competition, the points for this is going to work that if you give me a roundabout sort of vague answer, you'll get 1 point. So as an example of that, let's say you can tell me, oh, this is a piece of music that's similar to like Sonic the Hedgehog series, but you don't know the individual game or specific stage. I'll give you 1 point for like a vague answer, as long as it's kind of correct.
There's going to be lots of 1 points being handed around.
If you can be super specific and give me like, the artist, the name of the song, the exact stage of a game it comes from, you'll get 2 points for that. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Great. And if there's a draw at the end, there will be a tiebreaker.
I think it's worth saying at this stage that Ben is the reigning champion in this quiz.
Yes,
I was.
The first time we played, Ben took it. This time, I think the song selection is going to be a little bit more populous, if that's the right word. I think it will be easier. It will be fairer for the two of you, and it will be easier for people who are listening to play along with us, which is really the point. We want people to feel like they can take part in this as they're listening. So if you're ready, I guess we'll get started with round 1.
And we're going to shout out our names to buzz in.
Yep.
Yes, as a form of buzzer, you will announce your names, Alex and Ben. So I'll if you call halfway through the sample, I'll stop it as you've called, and you'll have an opportunity to answer. If you get it incorrect, I'll play the rest of the sample, and whoever didn't call in will then have an open chance to respond.
Okay.
Yep.
But if neither of you get it right, I'll just have to reveal the answer, I guess.
Sounds good.
So as I said, round 1, it's going to be all pop songs first, and you'll be guessing the game song that it sounds similar to. This is the first sample, and this is a song called Good Life.
Ben.
Straight in.
Ben's called in.
Streets of Rage. I'm not sure which one. Probably Streets of Rage. Oh, hang on. Trying to think which one that sounds most like. Probably Streets of Rage 2, the first stage from Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, he's right in there with 2 points.
Yes!
Wow.
All right, let's hear the rest of Good Life, and then I'll play you the Streets of Rage sample.
Let me take you to a place I know you wanna go. It's a good life. Hey, 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 yeah. I don't wanna stand around and beg you. Just don't.
It was just those opening bars, that kind of like little stabby synth. I was like, it's got that, late 80s, early 90s dance, housey sort of vibe. And seeing as that's what they were going for with Streets of Rage, I was like, it was a fair shot. It was going to be a Streets of Rage game. But the more I heard it, then I realised it was, based on that first stage.
I was just going to say, it's interesting that compared to some of the ones we had last time, though, it definitely feels more like inspired by than a direct lift. It's very, very similar, but not like it's just they've just used that piece of music, which
yeah,
we've heard before.
it's pretty open that Yozu Koshiro, who composed Streets of Rage, was influenced by all that electronica and early house music. So I think you could play a number of house tracks and it would probably sound pretty similar. But that was just
Yeah.
like the strongest example.
My first thought when I heard it was Tekken.
Actually, yeah, it does have a Tekken sort of
Yeah,
vibe. Yeah.
Got Gunjack. Sounds like one of his stages.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Tekken has a lot of heavy bass, and there's a lot of heavy bass in that Streets of Rage, I think. I guess there's a chance that if you're not 100% certain, you could gamble on that first answer if you feel like
Yeah.
you want to get in there first. It's a risk element in there.
I couldn't have beat Ben into that one. I don't think. It was milliseconds.
Okay, I hope you'll have a fair chance on this second one. This is a track by Deep Purple. No takers?
Not a clue.
This sort of the descending melody, I recognise. I assume that's probably a key part from the game. That bit sounded really familiar.
Is this you calling in,
thought that.
Alex?
No, no, just a thought.
Ah,
If either of you want to answer, the buzzer opportunity is still open to either one of you. So,
I wouldn't be able to guess.
Could you give us a clue?
clue.
You gave us plenty of clues in the last episode.
Okay, I'll give you a pretty broad clue. So this song is April by Deep Purple. The game, which it sounds similar to, is from the NES era.
Okay, no, I've got even less of an idea now.
Alex,
Ooh,
Go ahead, Alex.
Castlevania?
No, it's not Castlevania. That gives you a chance to just have a random guess, Ben, and you've really got nothing to lose by just having a guess.
Blaster Master.
No, it's not Blaster Master either. Okay, here's what you missed out on.
Oh,
Is it Ghouls and Ghosts? No.
That's the dungeon music from Zelda 1.
damn. Yeah.
But also, it sounds a little bit similar to the title screen of A Link to the Past. If I just play you a little bit of the April song again. To me, that sounds like when the Triforce is kind of coming in on the start of Link to the Past.
Oh, with that kind of little trinkly sort of sound. Yeah.
So I think it's just a general sort of Zelda-y sort of sound, but it definitely is closest to the dungeon music from Zelda 1.
Yeah, it's close.
But yeah, no points on.
That was tough. That was tough.
Ooh,
All right, you ready for the third one?
ready.
Obviously, Ben's still in the lead with 2, and Alex has got nothing. Just want to point that out.
Cheers.
All right, this is a Motorhead track, so this is a good chance for you, Alex, to come back in because I know you love your metal. So
Oh, all right. Alex,
Alex, buzzed in.
Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Final Fantasy 7.
yeah, you've got 1 point there because it is from 7.
Yeah, it's the battle theme.
Ooh,
Yes, it is the battle theme. I'll give you something for that then.
Diddle-a-da.
I'm going to give you a generous 2 because technically the song is called "Those Who Fight Further," but I don't think many people really know that.
No,
so-
but it's from the it's from the battle. So I'm rocking out over here.
Yeah, it's great. It's interesting actually because obviously this Motorhead song, which is called "Jailbait," it's from 1980. The lyrics are repugnant, but the Final Fantasy VII song obviously came out in what was that 97?
97, yeah.
And now that they're doing FF7 remake, which is coming out in a couple of months, this battle theme is obviously returning, but it's not metal anymore. It's all very orchestral, and it feels like, although I kind of doubt this is 100% on purpose, kind of copying Motorhead, but it does seem like Square all the composers who are doing the remake might want to just kind of distance themselves a little bit from that copyright.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right?
I thought at first you were going to say they're actually sampling the track, just putting that in instead.
Lyrics and all.
Yeah.
Tifa is kind of in that jailbait area, I suppose, if that's what floats your boat.
Oof.
But yeah. I'd never heard that Motorhead song before, but it is a really great guitar riff in Final Fantasy 7,
Yeah.
and I really love I love the reverb on the percussion as well. It's something that me and Ben have talked about before. So you're two apiece now.
I just wanted to get on the board.
Yeah. Okay, this track's called Tribal Dance by a group called Two Unlimited, which you might not know the name of, but when you hear it, I think this will be a quick one. So be ready, both of you.
Alex,
Ben. Oh.
I think I had it.
I think Alex was just in.
I'm probably going to get it wrong now, but Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, this is like the Mortal Kombat theme, basically.
Yeah. Is it actually in the games?
Well, this is the thing. I'll play you a bit more Tribal Dance, just so you can hear, the similarity.
Yeah.
And then this thing with the Mortal Kombat theme, it was actually composed for the movie and then adopted for the games afterwards. It's a song called Techno Syndrome by a group called The Immortals. It came out a couple of years after Tribal Dance, and this is what that sounds like.
Fight!
I love the part where they just read out the name of the characters.
I remember seeing that Mortal Kombat movie when I was a kid and thinking,
Yeah, that's
this
it.
is really boring. and I only watched it as a kid. I've not seen it since. Was it a good or is it a bad film? I think it
I've
was
never seen it.
regarded as a crap film, wasn't it?
It's pretty terrible, but you can look back on it quite lovingly now as just like a naff piece of cinema from the 90s. But yeah, was it a good film? No.
Is it better or worse than the Street Fighter movie?
Maybe slightly better, but
Oh, right, okay. Because I've seen the Street Fighter movie, and that's kind of fun to watch, but bad. So I
it
imagine
probably
Rick's
isn't
right.
quite as fun to watch as the Street Fighter film in that
Okay.
respect. But yeah,
I'm
go
just
back to
thinking-
it if you've got a real load of spare time.
I think probably with the right crowd, it probably is fun, but not
Yeah.
on your own.
Mm.
Okay, so Alex, I'm going to give you 1 point for that, because although you were correct that it was Mortal Kombat, obviously that song has its own name, which is Techno Syndrome.
Yeah.
So if you'd known that, I would have given you 2. And also, it's from the movie.
Brutal.
So
You didn't give me a chance to say it, really.
did I?
That's exactly what he was going to say.
I said Mortal Kombat, and you went, yes, it's the Mortal Kombat theme. But I didn't know it anyway, so...
Fair enough. So what you get on my case about? But either way, you see, you should be happy because
Yeah.
you're in the lead now. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
3.
Oh my god.
Ben's got 2.
Ugh,
So you ready for the next one?
I'm ready. Gotta claw it back.
This is a track by Enya. So
I walk the maze of moments, but everywhere I turn to begins a new beginning, but never finds a finish. I walk to the horizon, and there I find another. It all seems so surprising, and then I find that I know.
I think we're going to need a clue with that one.
Yeah.
this is quite a deep cut. So I can give you a clue if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Anywhere is the song by Enya, and the game, which bears similarity to it, came out just a month after this song in 1995. So I don't think it's necessarily that they copied each other, it's just that they're similar, but it's a 1995 game, which is kind of late Super Nintendo era.
So it's a Nintendo game.
This is my clue, babes.
Narrowing it down.
Kirby?
Is this you calling in, Alex? Because you got.
Yeah, sorry, Alex Kirby.
Okay, it wasn't Kirby.
Ooh. Oh wait, is it Yoshi's Island?
It is Yoshi's Island.
Wow.
Oh,
If you can give me the specific place that the game appears, you'll have the 2 points.
hang on, let me think. Is it just the theme tune, the title screen?
In my notes, it's not title screen, but it could appear on the title screen. So,
Like, because I think because I think of that opening cinematic. I think it's there. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just.
Is it from the level select screen or something?
Oh, I think that's it. Actually, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right, Alex.
yeah. Alex has given you 2 points.
Thanks, Alex.
That can't work like that.
You were just openly thinking and saying things. And you just remembered. You conferred with him. Let me just play it's from Yoshi's Island level select screen. I'll play the sample and you'll see.
I assumed after Ben put in a guess of title screen and you said no, that it was open.
You know what? I'll sacrifice.
But no. Go for it. It's fine.
Well, I've drawn it on my card. It's on my card now.
final.
I've drawn it. So you've been tallied.
That's the last time I think aloud.
Yeah, that makes the scores at the end of round 1. Alex has got 3 and Ben has got 4. So not too much in the lead. But if the game was over, you would have won. So,
This is the harder round coming up, though.
I don't know really, because this first round that we just completed obviously relies on your knowledge of game music. In round 2, you're going to hear the game music first. You don't need to have played that game, but the music, from popular culture that it's similar to, is probably going to have a much broader spectrum of influence. So you're more likely to have heard it, I think. So if anything, I would say round 2 is probably easier.
We'll see.
So yeah, we're going to go into round 2. This is where you get to hear the game music first and guess the pop music second. So if you're ready, we'll go with the first sample.
Yep, ready.
I'm not going to say what game this is from. I will tell you other ones. Just for this one, I feel like it might cause either one of you to call out an answer
Now.
before you've even heard it. So.
Ben? Yeah, this is just kind of a random guess, really. But I think it might be a Beatles song or something, because that's from Earthbound, right?
Yeah, that is Earthbound. That's the drugstore theme from Earthbound,
Yeah.
and it is similar to a Beatles song. So if you can give me the song, that's 2 points.
I can't think what the song might be, to be honest.
No, I'm not.
Careful, Alex.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say it without saying my name.
I suppose I could just guess any song, really.
Yeah, I mean, you have 1 point. I mean, if you guess and you get it wrong, I guess Alex could still have a go at guessing the song name. And I'll give him 1 point for kind of following up and completing the answer. But yeah, you've got nothing to lose. You get 1 point on the board for saying the Beatles. So really, any song give you a good chance.
Rocky Raccoon.
It's not Rocky Raccoon. Do you want to hear the rest of the sample, Alex? Then if you
Yeah, go
think
for
of the Beatles song, I'll hand you a point.
Is it When I'm 64?
It is When I'm 64.
Ah, yes.
Very hard to get it, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on what Beatles songs you've heard. Because to me, it's always been one that sounded really distinctively similar to When I'm 64.
I really like the Beatles, but I couldn't grab that out straight away.
Let me play it for you now, and then
Cool.
you'll have it.
Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Of course, the more popular the song, the less of it you're going to hear because of copyright. But yeah. There's loads and loads of Beatles references in Earthbound, and lots of other kind of deliberately similar music samples. It's a very kind of musical game, and there's, so I think that they're probably all quite deliberate inspirations with that.
Yeah.
So with that bit of generosity on my part, that puts Alex on 4 points and Ben is on 5, so still in the lead. Okay, here comes the next sample.
Tense.
This is from Garou, Mark of the Wolves, which is an SNK fighting game.
I don't know the name of the piece, but I know it.
Are you calling in then?
Well, no, because I can't get it. So, I
It's one that you will have always known, but it's hard to actually name.
yeah, it's a dance. It's a dance piece of music. I could like hum it to you, but
Are you in the same mindset, Ben? About
No,
that?
I don't know what it is. I don't think I've
Oh,
ever
really?
heard it. Yeah, no clue.
I wonder if, maybe.
I don't know. Sort of dance techno group. I just wouldn't know the name of the song or the band or the group really.
It's always something that you hear around in shops or TV sports highlights. I don't know, and then you never really know what the name of it is. But if you neither of you've got an answer, I can just play you the sample that it's similar to.
Well, you want that point, don't you, Alex?
I'd love it. Yeah.
This is the thing: is if you don't know, you're not going to lose points for having a guess. So if you just want to throw some random words together, or maybe just dig deep into your subconscious and find out that you do.
I guess this group last time and it was wrong, but it's one of the only ones that would be similar that I would know, which would be Faithless.
It's not Faithless.
No, but it's do do do.
No guesses, Ben?
No. When you said like it's on sports highlights and stuff, when you said that, it sounded like something that would have been on Question of Sport in the 90s.
Let me give you some more background on this. Maybe it will help you out. So the game, Mark of the Wolves, it was made in 1999, and I think this is SNK, or rather, the composer is just blatantly ripping off a known song which came out in 1995. So when I say you've heard it, it's something that we would have been hearing very frequently in our youth. It's not something you necessarily hear now. It's a 90s thing.
I absolutely completely know it. I mean, after it does that chorusy bit, it sort of drops down into more like it has a little quiet section and it ramps back up again. And I don't think it has any words either. I think it is just instrumental, maybe.
No guesses though, Ben, and then I'll play it to you.
No, I wouldn't be able to guess.
Okay, well here it is. Maybe when you hear this, you'll put it all together.
Oh, yeah, I have heard this. I would never be able to guess who did it or the name of it. Ever.
No, I was in kind of the same boat when I found out about this, but it is one of those songs which you would have heard in life and then, never really put a name to. But yeah, I'm sure you both agree that Mark of the Wolves is scandalously just ripping it off.
Yeah. So who is it? What was the name of the song?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, we were just dying there. Like, okay, yeah,
it's not
cool.
important.
Wrap up.
It's Children by an artist called Robert Miles.
Yeah.
I'll forget that tomorrow.
No,
Exactly.
It rings a bell now, but yeah, I never would have guessed it.
And maybe this is a Philistine kind of thing for me to say, but I feel like in that genre of music, the title is like so unimportant. It doesn't make any difference
Yeah, pretty
what
much.
you call that piece of music. But yeah, I guess we'll move on. No points on that question.
Boo.
This next piece of video game music is from Ninja Gaiden.
Ooh. Alex,
Straight in there.
Black Sabbath, Iron Man.
Yeah,
Well done.
because he watches a lot of Marvel movies.
I certainly do.
I'm going to play the rest of it, and then I'll play Black Sabbath.
Yeah, it's basically ripping it off, isn't it?
After the issues I had remembering the name of a Black Sabbath in the last episode, I wasn't going to miss another one.
Yeah, it's a callback.
Yeah.
I think this is another case of a game developer thinking nobody's going to notice our little game ripping off this tune.
Yeah, probably.
Iron Man by Black Sabbath came out in 1970. Ninja Gaiden, I Am Man is the name of the track.
Oh,
Came out in 1988. So
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
really, really bad.
Oh my
They-
goodness. I am La La Man. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
With that choice answer, band and song title, Alex has now got 6 points and Ben is still on 5. So it's very, very close. I can see that tiebreaker coming in.
Oh,
How many questions have we got left?
3?
We've got 2 questions left.
Ooh. Okay.
So there's other opportunity still.
Yeah.
One of them is quite wide open to either of you, I would say, and then the other one is going to be a little bit more difficult. So
You said that about the Beatles one.
I thought the Beatles one was easy, but hey, whatever. This is a track from Diddy Kong Racing. It's called Jungle Falls.
Oh, Ben.
Alex.
Ben.
Oh, I think Ben was first there. It was more of a yelp, but it was
It
definitely
was
the
like,
first sound.
I went, ow, Ben.
We got it at the
Um,
same time.
Go on then, Ben.
Time Warp.
It is Time Warp.
Is it from a musical? Whoops.
It's from
If you can give me the musical title, I'll give you the 2 points, because that's
is it Rocky Horror?
yeah, it is Rocky Horror. And that's why I've got that down as the artist, because obviously they're still doing Rocky Horror. You can go see it now on West End, so it doesn't really have a fixed artist in my view, or at least my notes. Yeah, that would be 2 points for you, Ben.
Woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll play Time Warp now, just so you can fulfill the brain scratch. Yeah, you were extremely close there with your call-ins. Rocky Horror Picture Show came out in 1975, and Diddy Kong Racing came out in 1997. So I think this is a serious case of osmosis. I don't know what Diddy Kong would be doing copying Rocky Horror Picture Show deliberately. So it probably is just a similarity rather than an actual kind of homage or ripping off.
I don't know. It's very close, isn't it?
yeah.
It is very close.
I think it's
but it's
too
Time
close.
Warp's. It's it's one of those songs that just gets in your head though. Time Warp.
It is, but if you compose that track and listen to it back, I don't think you'd think to yourself, that's a real great melody I've just come up with there. You'd pick it out straight away. Who knows?
This leaves Alex still on 6 points, and Ben is now on 7 points. So depending on what happens on this final question,
Oh my
Ben,
goodness.
yeah, you could steal it, or Alex could come in with a singular point.
Out of curiosity, was that the wide open track? Or
To
Or
me,
not.
that was the easy one.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is our last question from Chrono Trigger. Clues will be available.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need them.
Well, this is the thing. When you think of Chrono Trigger, I think whether you've played it or not, because it's an RPG, you think of kind of fantasy stuff. The song it's similar to,
Graeme,
nothing like that at all.
as a clue,
As a clue,
could you tell us the decade it came out with? Because I've gotten a slight idea, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to give you that clue then, as you've asked so nicely. Um, the decade.
Is it 80s?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to give you the clue. The song which it's similar to came out in the 60s.
Oh, damn it.
I'd say focus. I'm going to play the Chrono Trigger again. Listen to the horns.
Okay.
No.
No.
Any guesses? You've got nothing to lose, and I guess with Alex being behind,
It's all to play for, yeah. 60s. Nothing's coming to mind.
this is one which I think fans of Chrono Trigger have been aware of for a long time. It's not so popular that I would call it a meme, but I think it's a common joke that these two songs are similar. People who've played Chrono Trigger and talked about this will know it if they're listening. So,
I mean, the riff sounds familiar, but I don't know where it's from.
I'm just going to do a wild guess for the group and say the Rolling Stones.
it's not the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Anything, Ben? Just to wildly. I mean, you win then, I guess. But
Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Don't want to humiliate myself.
okay, well here's the song it's similar to then.
Oh.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
I was imagining like a guitar riff in my head.
Ah, I see.
So,
it was literally horns.
yeah,
I
it
was
really
trying
was.
to get you to think
Mm.
of. So final scores: Alex has got 6, and Ben has got 7, which means 2 quizzes in a row won by Ben.
And both quite close calls as well. There's always
It
one
really
or 2
was.
points in it.
I have to say, I've got to thank you, Alex, for helping me get level select for Yoshi's Island. There.
It's
Yeah.
true. You could have. There would have been a draw if it hadn't
Yeah.
been for that, potentially. And there's a tiebreaker question here, which you're welcome to do. Basically, I've got a Pokemon cry here from Generation 1, and it's if you can guess which Pokemon it is, you would have won.
My word.
So I'm going to play it to
Shall
you
we
to
do
see
it
if you can
anyway?
guess.
Yeah.
That's a Generation 1 Pokemon for you.
Played in isolation like that is hilarious.
Who could it be?
You can have one guess each, and obviously this doesn't change the results of the quiz. Ben will still be the winner. So.
Is it? I've heard it before.
Of course you have.
We all have.
Pokemon Master here has heard it before. What a shock.
Diglett.
It's not Diglett.
Oh.
Okay, my guess. I'll go Charmander.
No, it was Lickitung.
Shit, I was going to say that.
Oh, no.
I actually was. I'm not even kidding.
I believe you. I believe you.
That wasn't for a
Um,
bonus point though, was it? That was just for fun.
That was just for fun.
Just for the
So, yeah,
funsies.
Ben is still the winner, 2 in a row.
Ooh.
And I will say this now: these quizzes, they're only going to get harder because
Yeah.
there's a lot of this going around: video game music or popular songs, vice versa, that sound alike. And it would be fun to come back and do at least one more quiz of these. But the more we do, the more obscure I think things are going to get.
Yeah.
We've got to do another one because I need to win.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get harder because I think as, because video game music is is far more popular than it ever used to be. I think composers are going to be a lot more careful
Mm.
where they get their, inspirations from, and we'll do everything to cover that.
Yeah, we won't see this kind of thing again unless, as you say, they come out and say it's an homage, before it's even released, or title it similar or something like that. But yeah, we will.
You're not going to get another I Am Man.
No,
No.
if only.
But yeah. Thanks for playing the quiz. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
Certainly did.
Like I say, I think myself, Alex, and Ben will probably be back in the future for another quiz. So if you enjoyed playing along to this, let us know and we'll do another one. If you enjoy listening to the Fossil Arcade podcast, Fossil Arcade is also a YouTube series where you can watch us play a bunch of retro games and arcade classics and give our thoughts on those. So please check that out if you're interested, and we'll see you around. Thanks, Alex and Ben.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.